All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Tree House Brewing Company, and they're out of Charlton, Massachusetts, and this is their Very Green. So they're calling this one a double IPA that comes in at 8.3% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 6 weeks old. So Green from Tree House is a beer that a lot of people love. If we're talking about their regular rotational offerings, which usually includes Julius, Green, Haze, Doppelganger, Alter Ego, I am not hashtag Team Green. I'm more like hashtag Team Doppelganger or hashtag Team Alter Ego. I love both of those beers, but I do enjoy Green. I think Green is a very, very good beer. Every time I have it, the aroma is just like 5 out of 5 amazing, but the taste typically doesn't translate for me. It's like dialed back a bit and not as impactful, but I still enjoy it. I mean, Green is very, I think they brew it mostly with Galaxy hops, very Galaxy heavy. So you get like, a lot of pineapple and a little bit of like dankness and things like that. And I really enjoy Green. I've had it 3 or 4 times, but it is not my favorite of the regular rotational offerings from them. But when I saw that I could get Very Green when I made a Treehouse trip recently, I was excited. This is basically a beefed up version of Green. So I'm hoping that maybe the aroma translates to the taste for me this time. I don't know. We'll see. I'm super pumped about this one though. Don't get me wrong. Whenever I get a Treehouse, I'm always super pumped. It can be whatever. I'm pumped. It's Treehouse. I don't get it that often. So I always like to try it out regardless. Anyway, let's give this a pour into hashtag proper glassware. Oh, wow. That's looking super milky on the pour. We'll go like that. I don't want to get too crazy. The one thing I've noticed about a lot of the beers that I've gotten from Treehouse lately, I picked up a mixed case of their hop forward offerings. A lot of them, I don't want to say they're overly carbonated, but when I pour them, they get crazy heads. So it seems like they have a little bit more carbonation than I'm accustomed to. But that looks beautiful. Look at that fucking beer. That is, I mean, if you're looking for a New England style IPA, that's pretty much the look. It's a little bit darker, and it's probably going to be darker on camera, but it has this like really super deep, like deep orange color, especially in the middle. On the outer edges, maybe a little bit less of an orange color, more to like a little bit of a yellow color. But like that's a deep orange color, has about a 3-finger, fluffy, white, just bright white head. It looks fucking, yeah, if you told me this was Very Green, I'd be like, yeah, it looks like it should be Very Green or any kind of New England style IPA. Like I think that's like a picture perfect looking beer. Maybe a bit too dark, but like on camera, it's going to look dark. In person, I just think it looks fantastic. Let's get a nose. Oh my fucking Lord. So this is what I remember about regular Green. Even though this is Very Green, this is what I remember about Green. There's a fucking extreme amount of pineapple. Like it's crushed sweeter pineapple. It's regular, just you're eating pineapple just normally. You're fucking taking chunks and just eating it. It has a really sticky sweet pineapple kind of nose. There's a little bit of passion fruit in there as well. Like almost like an orange creamsicle or like an orange ice cream kind of like nose. Like it's sweet on the nose, but it's not sweet in like a sickly sweet type of way or like cloying. Like it's the best versions of all the fruits in terms of the sweetness. So yeah, pineapple, orange, passion fruit. There is this nice herbaceous character. I wouldn't even say it's dank. It just has a nice herbal kind of tone, like a basil and thyme type of thing over top of the entire palate or aroma. Oh man. What I said, oh man, is when I pulled it away, like there was this, what does that smell like? I don't know. It's this completely different smell. Just this fucking, listen, I haven't reviewed a lot of beer, obviously over the past year or so, and I'm just getting back into beer reviews, and this is the best nose, hands down, that I've had since I've come back, like hands down. It's just all that sticky sweet pineapple, passion fruit, orange with that nice herbaceous kind of tone, little bit of dank quality. This is 6 weeks old. And it smells like it's fucking six seconds old. You know what I mean? It's like crazy how fresh it smells. Holy shit. Okay. You gonna do it to me again, Green? Very Green? Very Green, not Green. It's within the Green family. Because this is like what I expect from Green. So Very Green set me up for disappointment because fucking Green, awesome aroma, taste, dialed down, dialed back. Hopefully that's not the case here. So cheers, everybody. Let's see what this one has to offer. That's fucking delicious. That is absolutely delicious. So one thing I've noticed when it comes to this beer specifically, and I guess you could dial it down to green, it is dialed back a little bit from the nose. The taste is not as good as the nose, but if it was, this would be like one of the best double IPAs I've ever had in my life. But this does a better job than green for me personally of carrying over the taste from the aroma. It is fucking, this is spectacular. The body on this one, higher side of medium body. I'll let you know it's a bigger beer. The mouthfeel is fucking Tree House to a T, Tree House. It's so fucking soft and smooth and creamy. It's unreal how great this mouthfeel is. It's like a fucking pillow I want to sleep on. The taste though, 8.3%, no way. Like, I'm getting, this is 6 weeks old and it's still a little bit green, believe it or not. But there's no detection of the alcohol. The only reason I know this is a bigger beer is because of the body and mouthfeel. Body and mouthfeel of this beer, if I was doing a blind, there's no way I'd be like, oh, this is like a 6% beer. I'd be like, this is 8%. Because that's the body and mouthfeel indicates to me this is a bigger beer. But the taste, man, it follows the nose about, I don't know, this is dialed back. Like with green, I feel like the aroma from green to the taste is dialed back for me like 25 to maybe like 35%. This is dialed back like 10%, which is really nice. So really sweet, sticky pineapple up front. That's what I'm hit with. Then it transitions into like a nice, freshly squeezed like orange juice. But as it passes through the palate, there is this nice herbaceousness that comes to the forefront, like more like a basil type of thing. But it's like an actual herb. Like it's not like a lot of times it'll be like there's a an herbaceous dankness, and I won't specify. In this situation, it's like basil or thyme or something. But the front of the palate is so sweet and saturated with that sticky, fruity, juicy type of character that the herbaceousness comes in. But then the pineapple and the orange and now a little bit of passion fruit and like mango are like left on the palate as the finish. So the finish is really good. This has like a mild dryness and a mild bitterness. The thing is, this is not super sweet to begin with, so it doesn't need like a moderate dryness or a moderate bitterness to kind of balance it out because it's not overly sweet to begin with. So the mild bitterness and the mild dryness kind of balance it out enough for me. Still leans a little bit sweet. This is fucking delicious. So easy to drink at 8.3%. This is a scary beer because even though it's complex and there's a lot of things going on and whatnot, like that body and mouthfeel make it so infinitely drinkable that I'm fucking scared. Like I could pour the rest of that and just hammer it out probably in the next like 5-10 minutes, and it's 8.3%, and I shouldn't be doing that for my health at all. But yeah, this is dynamite. So this is probably one of the better Tree House hop forward beers I've had in a while. It's so good. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm left with this like lingering slight dryness and slight bitterness, but it's also mixed in with like this sweet pineapple that the finish is like, it's lasting, it's ongoing, it just doesn't stop. Like a lot of times with beers, especially, like 8.5% double IPAs, like after 5 to 10 seconds, like you're not really left with, there's no residual kind of aftertaste or anything. With this, it's a fucking delicious residual aftertaste. So yeah, very green from Tree House. Like I said, one of the best double IPAs I've had from them recently. One of the best hop forward beers, period. Rating on this, 4.75 out of 5. This is fucking top notch, almost approaching world class, if not world class, depending on your rating system. It's up there. It's fucking divine. And man, yeah, I have nothing else to say. Price and availability. Price point on this, I got in a mixed case. I think when you broke it down, it's like $5 a can. Well, I think a 4-pack of this is like $20. So yeah, $5 a can. That's what you pay for beers like this. And I would totally buy this again if I was at the brewery. I'd definitely buy at least a 4-pack, maybe a couple 4-packs, because this is great. And this is 6 weeks old. Like it might be too much, 2 to 4 weeks old. It might have too much of that greenness. There's a very slight, like astringent kind of hop burn on the back of the palate, but it's like very minute. There's a kiss of it. I can tell it's there, but maybe like 2 or 3 weeks old. Maybe it's crazy, but I don't know. I didn't drink it at 2 to 3 weeks old. I drank it at 6 weeks old, so can't really speak to that. Availability is Tree House. Got to go to one of their locations. They got like 4 or 5 different locations now. So I got this one at the Deerfield, Massachusetts location. I think they have 3 within Massachusetts, maybe 4. They have 1 in Connecticut. So if you're ever in the area and you want to get some Tree House, they make it super easy. Go online. It's seamless. It's very easy. I mean, I did my order online, went to the brewery, picked it up. Just super easy. So yeah, Very Green. Have you had this one before? Have you had any within the green series? Green, Very Green. They got Very Green. They got all different kinds of greens, right? I've had green numerous times. I've had Very Green. And I like this one way more than green. I think I gave green like a 4.2 out of 5 when I rated it on tap. But this is substantially better to my palate. So I'd be curious to know about people who've had green and Very Green. Which one do you prefer? I'd love to hear it. So appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.